What it do, family? We back with another video. Y'all gonna like this one. We talking about manufacturers and vendors, how to find it, and I'm gonna give y'all a little free game. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of vendors and manufacturers that y'all can use, and hopefully that'll help you expand and grow your business. And you see, I got the merch on. Shop the merch. Link in the bio. We'll put it on the screen too. Most of y'all that's coming here, y'all probably already know about the merch. But if you don't, tap in with me. Anyway, I'm gonna start with, when I first started my brand, I started with t-shirts. That's all I was selling. So the first vendor, I started with a vendor first, because I recommend if you just starting out, you don't need to jump in with a manufacturer, because manufacturers, most of the time, if you got a good one, they're gonna ask for a minimum order, and sometimes it be high. And you don't want to be buying a lot of your merchandise and you don't know how it's going to go. You want to start small, and then if you start popping quick, then you can do that. But I always recommend start small, because you never know how things will go. You want to always hope for the best, but you always got to think, okay, you never know. Even me still, when I do new releases, I don't order as much as I would with my normal releases, because you never know how it's gonna go. But then once you know it's popping, then you can do the extra. But anyway, let's get back on point. T-shirts. I started with t-shirts. My first vendor was bulkapparel.com. They sell t-shirts, hoodies, a couple hats, and a couple other things, but they mostly focus on that. At the time when I was doing it, I started in 2019, so they could have expanded by now. It's 2022, so hopefully they did. But I started with them. They got a variety of t-shirts, good quality, good price. But then I found another vendor, suntees.com. I'm gonna put it on the screen also. They got a better quality and a better price. The price not better than bulk apparel. It's not like cheaper, but it's like around the same, but a little higher. But the price is better because you're getting better quality. So that could be an option also. But then as I started to build traction through my brand and I wanted more items, I found SUPERLINEWHOLESALE. They're out of Atlanta. They got a lot of items, like anything you could think of, women, men, they do it all. I started getting my shorts, my jogging suits, couple t-shirts, a couple hoodies, just to try stuff out, and they was pretty good. So I started using them. They offer free shipping sometime, and that helps, because shipping, you gotta include shipping with your price. Like if you bought a $12 blank hoodie, then your shipping might be like a $3 extra per hoodie. You gotta add that on there, because then now you at $15 a hoodie. And you want to incorporate that into how you gonna price your stuff. But I don't want to get too much into that. I don't want to get off track. I can teach y'all about that also in another video if y'all like. But yeah, SUPERLINEWHOLESALE is another great vendor. They got a lot of stuff. They got an Instagram and a website. I can put the pictures and the link on the screen. All right, now let's get into manufacturers. But before we get into it, I just want to say again, because I still do get it asked a lot, even after I put it in the video, and sometimes I make posts about it, but I don't release my manufacturer, my personal manufacturer, but I do help people out. If you need help, and I can make another video just like specifically talking about the steps of how you can find a great manufacturer, but I just don't give mine out just for like personal reasons. Like it took me a minute to find him, and he a pretty good one. Even though he not, I still don't think he like the best. Like I can still probably find better, but it takes time. You gotta just figure it out. I'm still learning. I'm only 2.5 years in, so it takes time. And he mostly just work with me only. Like he don't really have any other brands he work with. So it's like, when you working overseas, the time it takes for them to make stuff and then ship it to you, it already takes time. And then if you got a vendor that somebody else got, then Imagine you putting in orders and then they putting in orders. That just slow it up for both of y'all. So I just prefer to have a manufacturer that works with just me and doesn't have many other people. And I'm pretty sure everybody else think the same too. But I just have to say that again because I still do get it asked a lot, basically every day. But I don't mind helping people find one, but I just can't give mine out. But anyway, first manufacturer. The difference between a vendor and a manufacturer is a manufacturer, they basically cutting and sewing whatever item you want. Like a vendor, they already got the item ready. Like most of the time, a vendor won't have this, like a hoodie, a full zip hoodie. Actually, Superline do. That's like the only vendor I know that has these. But most of the time, a vendor won't have these. A vendor just sells you ready to wear blanks. But a manufacturer overseas, you can find it in like China, Japan, Pakistan, Germany, India. I got a vendor in India. We finna put together some stuff. I can't wait to show y'all. That's like my designer collection coming real soon, hopefully in the fall, but stay tuned. Anyway, I keep getting off track. But yeah, so you can find them in like basically anywhere, but most of the time they overseas, they cutting and sewing. So you could like send them a picture or make a mock-up of that, and they'll do it exactly how you want it. But sometimes they mess up. That's why you gotta ask for samples. Like when you working with these manufacturers, ask for samples. Sometimes it do be costly, but it's gonna cost you more if you just put in like an order. You do a 100-piece order, and it's not how you want it. So sometimes you gotta pay that $100 sample fee to get your stuff right. You want to make sure your stuff right. That's where some people mess up at. People bash manufacturers and they don't know how to use them. Like, you're not finna just pay somebody $500 for something and you don't know this person. They across the world and you expecting them to make it exactly how you want it. They not from here. They don't know our style like that. So you gotta get them visual instruction. You gotta, don't just send them the picture, say, okay, I want this material. I want it tight fit. I want it loose fit. You gotta give them a lot. Just so, you gotta think of it like if you was them, you need the most instruction possible. That's all they need. And then hopefully they get it right for you. But anyway, let's get into the first manufacturer. A lot of these names I can't pronounce, of course, because they overseas. They got weird names. But I'm going to put the name, the website, and if they got a number. I don't think, no, none of the ones I got on this list, they got a number. Well, of course, they got one, but I didn't put their number. I got their name and their Instagram. So the first one is Marjajan and Fit. Anyway, that's the name. They on Alibaba. They still, people bash Alibaba, but you gotta dig in Alibaba. I used to use Alibaba like my first year and a half. They got a couple decent vendors. You just gotta find the right one. So that's the Alibaba one. Another Alibaba one is FOSHAN CAMILLA Garments Co. That's Alibaba. And a third Alibaba one is GUANGZHOU Leader Shower Garment Co. Alibaba, they pretty good too. I actually used them before, so maybe, hopefully that'll work for y'all. I don't use any of these anymore, of course, as we already know, because I don't disclose mine, but I've used this one before, but not anymore. And the last one, this is their Instagram name. I'm gonna put their picture, screenshot, and their @name on the screen. It's Fashion Street 526. Never used them, but I heard a lot of good reviews from other clothing brands. So hopefully they could work for you guys. Hopefully they got good, cheap prices, good quality. And I hope it all works for you guys. All right, so I just gave y'all 4 manufacturers and 3 vendors. I hope this video really helped you guys out. If you got any more questions, just leave it in the comment section. If this video helped you, leave a like, share it, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all, family, and I'll see y'all in the next video.